Christmas parade, of course, is December 6th. Always
Always
first Saturday.
the same.
It is Christmas Through the Decades.
Is that the name of
theme.
it this year?
Yes, Christmas Through the Decades.
hadn't-
Is that going to be fun?
Through
And
Decades.
this year, I also saw where they are going to, right after the Christmas parade, they will have the horse parade. The Georgia County Horse Association is going to sponsor the horse parade after the Christmas parade. So wherever anybody gets seated, just hang tight. There's going to be lots of stuff going on for you.
Is it going to be different than just them riding through?
I think they are going to have horses, maybe horse and buggies. I don't know. That's their thing that they're going to be doing.
I think that'll
But,
be really good.
It's going to be it's going to be more organized, and that
Yeah.
I hear we're also supposed to be getting the barriers up and down Main Street, so that the families, the children, kind of be blocked somewhat from being in the traffic area. So that they've been working really, really hard. The Rotary and the city has been working to get those barriers lined up, especially on Main Street. I don't think I'm telling anything out of school. That was discussed at the City Hall meeting, so that was fine. But
Just make sure.
yeah. But anyway, but I think this is going to be one of the biggest Christmas parades we've ever had. It's really, really going to be phenomenal. So I'm excited about that. The Christmas Through the Decades, can you imagine?
Welcome back to Right at Home with Karen Wright. Today I have Miss Annis Dailey and Miss Jen Robertson. They are with the Georgia County Chamber. The chamber in our county is very important, just for supplying all kind of information and some other things that we'll talk about together. And Annis, what is your position with the?
I am the chamber administrator.
What does that mean? Just
Any and everything,
Yeah.
answering the phones.
you have lots of hats.
Lots of hats.
She wears all the hats.
All of them.
At the office. I'm at the office, and then we have, of course, our board, and then all of our members. And so, yeah, it's just, if emails need to be answered, calls made, that's what I do.
And where is the chamber located?
We are at 5177 Main Street. We're right between Downtowner Grill and Landmark. Perfect, right between two restaurants.
Yeah, right on Main Street. Yeah. What is your position, Jen?
So I'm lucky enough to be the chamber president this year.
Okay.
Yeah. A little fancy.
Yeah, a little fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the chamber there, give us just a little brief history about what the building was. I was at the dedication
Yes.
of that building. It was very special. And
It was originally, probably, I would say 5 years ago, our office was on Beaver Dam Road. And when the building that we're in, when it was donated to the city, it was originally the first gas station in Loosedale, when it was just the little bitty starting off Loosedale, 102 years ago, I think it was.
Wow.
And it was a pure gas station. Can't tell you what we had to do to keep that pure, because it's still in existence, that logo. But so that's what it was originally. Since then, it has been a CPA office, a salon, different things. But it was the original gas station there on Main Street. And so there's still, when you walk inside, you still have touches of the building. Of course, outside, you still have the original gas dispenser. You have the oil reservoir and everything. Those are the originals. And so it's just kind of cool. It's a touch of history. I like it.
I like the location because it is on Main Street and people can find you easily.
Right. The city asked the chamber, since we have this building, can we move our Chamber of Commerce on Main Street? And that's kind of how we came there. So
I remember where you were at. You were in that little white building over there by the
right
park.
across from the library. Yeah.
Small.
Yeah. It was before my time, but yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where it was.
That's where it was. It sure was. Well, when people move to town, and lately it's a lot of people moving to town, but some people that have always lived here, they don't know where things are or where you can go to get things done or
They don't.
something like that. So, for anybody that would want that information, they could always contact you there. And
It's the first place to come. Now, right outside the door, there is a magazine rack, a stand. And when we have our new magazines, because we've ran out of our old ones, it will have the magazines with all the stuff about the area to do. We also have our maps there that we do every 2 years. So they've got a map, they've got the magazine, a couple of other little brochures about the Pascagoula River, some of the Airbnbs, some information there, so that has to be refilled real fast, so it empties real quickly.
that's good. It's just a good source for people to have to do that. And if you're not a chamber member, you should join the chamber, right?
Absolutely.
What are some of the benefits of
I don't
somebody
know if
joining the
anybody
chamber?
knows what's going on with if they're not part of
Yeah,
the chamber.
right.
It's hard for me to keep up with it. I'm there every day.
Yeah.
So that's really, really important, is to try to keep a way for everybody to stay on the same page.
Yeah.
But we have our website, we have our calendar. Try to keep it up as much as we can. But if I don't know, I can't have it. So, but that's what the core source of it is. We represent the city and the county. The chamber does, and that is anybody moving to the area, whether they're out in the county or in the city, what they need when they first move here, or if somebody's looking at moving here, we're online. So they can go online, pull it up. They at least have an idea, and the maps are also online. So they kind of get an idea of how we're situated.
Yeah, it's real important when people come because, at the
nothing.
closing table, I tell them where to go transfer your garbage,
Exactly.
disconnect your garbage, and
If you're in the county, you're on Single River Electric. In the city, it's Mississippi Power.
that's right.
Yeah,
Just that they've got all that information, and they can contact those people and find out what day the garbage runs, things like that, and just the local businesses and different people. It's just a real good resource to do that, and I think the more people that join the chamber would make it even better.
Well, and the new businesses,
Yeah.
business opportunities, you can look and see what are the businesses here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be pulling, hopefully, from the area your employees.
Yeah.
Or if you have employees that's moving to the area, you want to sell them on the area. You need to be able
yeah.
to sell them on moving here because they're moving their families.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a great resource for businesses and for our citizens that live here. So.
Well, and whether you're a new business or an established business, we do ribbon cuttings, we push
Exactly.
materials out. Just what we're talking about, all the events we have, you get really plugged into the community and get, connected with other vendors, other businesses that you want to
Yes,
support, you want to come out.
absolutely.
We've had great success this last year with our business after hours that we've brought back.
You've got one of those coming up.
We do have one of those.
Where's
When
that
is
one
it?
at?
I gotta go to my notes because we've got so many.
September 25th.
That's right.
Yep.
So that'll be at Pine Belt Land Title, September 25th.
So what is that
you should
like?
come out.
Wouldn't it networking?
It's just a great, everyone's different because the business kind of makes it their own, right?
Oh.
But typically it's like a little reception. They'll have some food, they'll have some drinks, and it's a great opportunity to go and learn what that business has going on. But also, if you have your own business, bring, cards to pass out and, use that as a networking opportunity for you as a business owner. Or a resident to come learn what all is going on at that location, whether it's a new location. We've had some businesses after hours where the business has relocated. We've had some that are new businesses that wanted to spread the word. So it really ranges the gamut of what it can do. But no matter which business after hours or ribbon cutting, you always get to see some familiar faces, but also new faces and learn something new about your community.
And the members of the chamber come to that? Is
That's
that
right.
Who comes? Okay.
Or it can be it's a great time for non-members to come and check it out. It's usually 4 to 6, come and go. So it's for members or businesses that are not members that can come and check it out and get to know other businesses, or for our existing businesses to promote what they do. And our door prizes have gotten really, really cool.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are businesses
huge gap for me not
donating
mention that.
those,
Yeah.
or-
Yes, the host provides the door prizes. Back, I don't know, a year ago when we were doing those, if I got a $25 gift certificate for dinner to a restaurant, I was stoked.
Absolutely.
Well, the time before last, we had a gas propane grill that was given away. And then at Chavis Furniture, our last one, they had 2 upright freezers that were given away.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
exactly.
I mean, it's a whole different level now.
They're really, everyone kind of elevates and tries to build on the last one. So it's exciting.
That's what I've told Elliot and them at Pine Belt. It's like, okay,
You got to
what
beat
y'all
this.
gonna do?
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do now?
You got to beat this one.
But
There's a standard now.
there it is. I mean, that's just fun.
Yeah.
That just makes it fun.
Y'all have a lot of events going on. Like right now, I
so
think
much.
that, after everybody's back in school and now, vacations are over and things like that, like now the events are starting,
rolling out.
So some of that is, I think Kiwanis is having something. What are they doing?
The character pancake breakfast. Did I say that right?
Yep.
And that one, I can tell you, it's
on the 13th, September
yes,
13th.
it is September the 13th on a Saturday, 9:00 at the college at the multipurpose building. And Kiwanis is sponsoring that. And I know that they always say, come and see Mickey and Minnie, but they have somebody new this year.
We
Did she
just
tell
found out
ya?
they have some new characters
Yeah,
they're bringing
which
in.
ones
Can you
were
tell?
those?
Yes, well, I think I can tell. I hope it's not a
Oh,
secret.
yeah. No, she told us to make sure we told
Okay,
you.
so Bluey is going to be there, as well as Stitch is going to be
I
there. So those are the
know,
2 new
two
ones
new
this
characters.
year. Yeah, so excited.
We're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're going.
But it's a great opportunity to support the Kiwanis Club here. They do great things in our community for the kids, from
They do.
giving out, prom dresses to back to school supplies. So definitely encourage everyone to go and partake, whether you're there for the characters or not.
That's right.
And in October and November, they're doing movie night.
Yes.
October 25th, they will be doing Toy Story, which is the 30th anniversary of the Toy Story. They're doing a movie night for that. And November the 29th, after the Christmas tree lighting, they're doing Holly Jolly movie night, and it's going to be Home Alone. These will be shot, these will be taking place Elsie Hatcher, where I guess used to be the football field.
Yeah.
The Elsie Hatcher, they'll be setting it up there. So those are cool things to come see.
Those are, so they'll just kind of get on the football field and have their
Set up
little
a big movie
pallets or
theater.
whatever.
Bring a blanket.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? That sounds
it's
like a
pretty
lot
cool.
of fun. Something that I'm looking forward to is the fair.
Yes. Yes, the fair. October 13th through the 19th. I wanted to make sure I got those dates right. Yeah, that'll be our
So
Georgia
I have
fair.
a tradition at my house that I've been doing lately. And the week of the fair is when my Christmas tree goes up.
I'm with
Love
you.
it.
I love my Christmas tree.
I'm with
if
ya.
nothing, I don't really decorate it and put like the decorations on it, but the lights are, has the lights on it already, and I'm gonna be looking at those for 3 or 4 months.
Enjoy it. If you,
I do.
It brings you
It's
joy.
just something
That's
I
a lot
like.
of
but-
work.
So
Yeah.
I always look forward to the fair because of my Christmas tree. But
you
what's
go.
going on with there? Anything?
Well, the
different?
Rotary, of course, does
That's
our
right.
fair. And then they also, they have the Christmas parade that they sponsor.
That's right.
Christmas parade, of course, is December 6th, always
Always
first
the
Saturday.
same.
It is Christmas Through the Decades.
Is that
is
the name of
theme.
it this year?
Yes, Christmas Through the Decades.
hadn't-
Is that going to be fun?
Through
And
the Decades.
this year, I also saw where they are going to, right after the Christmas parade, they will have the horse parade. The Georgia County Horse Association is going to sponsor the horse parade after the Christmas parade. So wherever anybody gets seated, just hang tight. There's going to be lots of stuff going on for you.
Is it going to be different than just them riding through?
I think they are going to have horses, maybe horse and buggies. I don't know. That's their thing that they're going to be doing.
I think that'll
But,
be really good.
It's going to be it's going to be more organized, and that
Yeah.
I hear we're also supposed to be getting the barriers up and down Main Street, so that the families, the children, kind of be blocked somewhat from being in the traffic area. So that they've been working really, really hard. The Rotary and the city has been working to get those barriers lined up, especially on Main Street. I don't think I'm telling anything out of school. That was discussed at the city hall meeting, so that was fine. But
Just make sure.
but anyway, but I think this is going to be one of the biggest Christmas parades we've ever had. It's really, really going to be phenomenal. So I'm excited about that. But Christmas Through the Decades, can you imagine all the creativity.
take that
that's gonna
so many
come from.
places.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, they
really
could.
really excited about that.
Yeah. And the barriers are needed. Being a rider on a parade float,
Oh yeah,
they
it's a whole different view.
it is a different view, and it's it was needed. It was very needed.
And now that we've extended the route, it kind of spreads it out a little bit further, and so it's helped.
And the past year and the year before, they extended the route both times. But last year, I could see that it had extended.
Yes.
The first year, nobody knew.
Nobody knew anything about it.
Yeah, we put an ad in the paper and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and they
Yeah.
could have seen it, but nobody knew. But it just got so crowded, and they moved it off from where the old factory
Right.
was and got everybody on Main Street to start, right?
Right. Because families come and set up like for the whole day.
Whole
They bring
day.
their
Hot
ice
chocolate.
chests, their recliners. I mean, they're set. They got their spot for the whole day.
It is a tradition. The
Yeah.
Christmas parade
Yeah.
is a tradition for everybody in Lucedale. I mean, it's just like some of them have dinner afterwards. Some people go to Rocky Creek Catfish afterwards. They just do things afterwards to
Yeah.
spend time with each other. And like you say, it's a whole day.
It is.
It's a whole day.
And when you talk about like the fairgrounds, we have the Gingham Tree Arts and Crafts Festival. What is
November.
it? 70 something, whatever. I lose track of it. And yes, that one is November the 8th. Last year they had over 300 vendors. They had over 10,000 visitors. They're only open from 8 to 4. So I mean, it's
a lot of people.
Major,
That is a lot of people.
major.
It is a lot of people, and that's at the George County Fairgrounds.
That's at the
And
fairgrounds.
people actually come from Alabama. They travel
Tremendous.
All
Yeah.
because
over.
they go to different arts and crafts festivals, and they
they
love
do.
coming to the Gingham Tree.
And and now that Bear Tracks has done their RV park and some Airbnb cottages that they've got coming, but the RV park there is phenomenal for these kind of events because it's right across from the fairgrounds.
I never thought about that.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
absolutely
big.
right.
And
That's
it's got,
great.
the lobby, the clubhouse with the swimming pool. which
Yeah.
you may
That's
not
right.
need that in December, but who knows?
You never know.
You never know.
With our weather.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, there was there's something that goes on with the Gingham Tree, and I interviewed them one time about the picture. They sell a special
They
picture.
do. They do.
Can you explain that? Or
I'm
It's
gonna,
every year's
I'm going to
different.
pull on memory from this because as part of the art committee, which is part of the chamber, we have had several of our artists that their photos have been featured. But yes, they sell posters and they collect those every year. And so it's a really, really big deal.
it is a big deal.
But yes, the art committee or the fine arts committee looks at all of their entries and they decide on what's going to be the poster photo for Gingham Tree that year. And there's been, and there really is, it's not really necessarily a themed thing. It's just because they're all a little bit different.
Right.
But we had several of I think Dee Turner and Jacob Havard, they both have been featured on some of those posters. And
Some people collect them, right?
Oh yeah, they collect them.
Yeah.
They sell them at the Gingham Tree.
Yeah.
But people collect those. Literally have one for every single year that they've
Yeah.
had it, which is really
it's
cool.
really neat.
I've forgotten
It's-
about that.
Yeah, it's really good. I had talked to the lady about that. Something else y'all got coming up is your annual membership
Yes.
meeting.
Take it away.
Yeah. We have our annual meeting coming up.
It's a big deal too.
It is a
It's
big deal.
huge.
It is for us. I mean, I hope
Yeah,
it is for
it
everybody
is.
else too.
It is.
But it's really a time for us to recognize our members and as a board and as a chamber organization to say thank you. So we have a meal. What day are we, Annis? Now I've already forgotten.
That is
November 18th.
November 18th. We always do it in the middle of the week, so
Yeah.
it's not taking up somebody's weekend. But that's on
And before
Tuesday
Thanksgiving.
night. Yeah,
And
Tuesday.
good door prizes, may I mention?
Oh, my
The
goodness.
best door prizes.
phenomenal door
And we
prizes.
usually have like 20 door prizes. It's not like one or
more.
two. Yeah, I mean,
there actually
Annis
is
always
a little,
does a huge
there
deal.
actually is a little story behind that. Ken Flanagan,
Of course there is.
who was president at the time that I started, he came to me and said, "Now we're doing this annual membership meeting. and it has to be just over the top, okay? And he said, and we have these door prizes. And so, different businesses give different door prizes. Walmart usually gives a television. John Deere gives, the first one that I did was a ride-on gator for the kids. We had sound systems. I mean, huge stuff.
Huge.
And, well, I took him as gospel and that it was going to have to be phenomenal. And so
she rose to the occasion.
I'm going around telling these businesses, and they believe me because I believed him. And so when he walked in, I have to say, it's one of the few times that he has almost been speechless for just a second. And he's like, these are really good. I said, you did it again. I said, but you told me it had to be over the top. Now I have to do it. I have to make it better than that every year.
Over the top every time.
But this year, Stephanie Chisholm, I actually talked to Stephanie. Stephanie is going to take on that spot this year. She is going to call and collect, and she will do a phenomenal job of it.
She will.
We had to cut it down to one door prize for each business because we were getting businesses that just wanted to give multiple door prizes.
You should let Ken be a part of that again. Like, let him go ask for door prizes.
I can do that. Not after I've done it.
He's never taken it back.
No, he's not going to do that anymore.
But I'm really
Just
excited.
on the side,
Yeah.
He's not
My
gonna do
favorite
that.
thing about this upcoming annual banquet is we're doing our catering different.
Yes,
So, in
love
previous years,
it.
we've had great caterers, but, one caterer and they do the whole thing. This year, we
It's
really
a lot.
wanted to highlight, well, it is. I mean, we usually have about 120 attendees, and that can be a lot for anybody.
Yeah.
So this year, in an effort to kind of alleviate that burden a little bit, but also to really highlight all of the new restaurants and everything we have in town and in the community, we're going to be featuring different parts of your meal from different restaurants. So we'll have like a restaurant or two do an entree, and then another restaurant do a couple of sides, and a restaurant that does the dessert. So it'll really be that restaurant's, top item, what they really enjoy, and give the attendees an experience to taste really from all over George County, not just from one place. So I think that was Annis's idea. Complete credit.
That's
and
really
I just think
good.
it's so
we
good.
had to come up with something. So I'm thinking, okay, because catering for one person, and I don't care if they're experienced caterers, that's a lot. And to get all the food out at one time.
Everything be
and
warm.
we used to have where everyone would be served.
Right.
Well, this year, I'm sorry, we're going to have to get up and go get our, take our plates and go down the line. But that's okay. But because I had several of the restaurants who they're like, we cater. And I'm like, so who do I choose? Who would you have me choose? But all the restaurants were extremely happy that we're doing it the way we're going to do it.
And they each get to kind of set up their table
They
how
have
they
their own
want it with their own
table, yeah.
advertising. So they can take that opportunity to make as big or small of a splash as they want to.
Yeah.
And they'll
I
have,
liked it.
120-ish, maybe even more,
Yeah.
in the room, attendees from the community across the community
Right.
that will get to experience their food and hopefully, patronize them later.
And when
Exactly.
you think about 120 to 130, we have a little over 130 members.
Yeah.
So that means some are not coming, but some have, depending on the level of memberships, they have numbers of tickets.
Yeah.
And so, so when I think about 120, 130, it's like, that's a lot. But if all of our members came to our annual membership dinner, it would be
a great problem to have.
It would
I
be
would be
a
fantastic.
great
I'd be
situation.
ecstatic to have to figure that out.
I would go to Popeyes and get chicken. I don't know what to say.
We'll get a tent and put it out in the field, and we'll make it work.
It will work. It will work.
To that point, the chamber has, just like the community, has
grown
grown so much
tremendously.
just in this last year, but definitely 5 years. And a lot of that has to do credit to our wonderful board members. And I'll give a special call out to Randy with M&M. He's my vice president, and he's just taken membership and run with it. But we've grown, I think we were at like 105 members, 120, maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah, something
Last
like
year.
that.
And now we're over 130. So we're really proud of that and proud of the community for stepping up and supporting the chamber and being a part. And that's the only reason we can do anything is because
And
of our
most
members.
of it, we have a couple of individuals. Most of those are businesses.
Yeah.
That's a lot of business.
That is.
You know,
That is.
So I'm excited about that.
And that's in the county. You don't have to have a business
Yes.
in Lucedale.
It's
You can
county
have
or
it
city.
outside because I saw a
Absolutely.
ribbon cutting
Absolutely.
at the new
Oh,
juice
yes.
box in Agricola. And
so cute.
And we,
so
we
cute.
try to, when I first started there 4 years ago, I would drive around the county and around the city, and it's like, I want to make sure I get every new business that opens up. For the last 2 years, I've never been able to do that. There's so many opening up. And to credit, they come to us, which is great.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, now I'll drive down the road and it's like, there's a business there. Why didn't I know that? And they're already open, you know.
Yeah.
So we try really hard to push, yes, the county and the city. We do ribbon cuttings all the way out in the county.
Yeah, that's really good. The Christmas parade, when y'all have that this year, does the chamber have any part of the Christmas parade at all?
We host the judges. That's kind of, I did it the first year there again because I didn't know any better. And they came to
It's
me,
our
and
role.
so I took it
we
on.
Like it. Yeah.
You know, when you do something and they know you know how to do
good at
it,
it.
it becomes your job. So
But basically, we get the side-by-sides from John Deere.
Okay.
Shelton
Locally here.
at Sun South. He always provides my side-by-sides. They had never been treated so well in their life to have a side. It has a windshield on it, and it has heat. You know, it's great. So we, the judges meet the chamber. We take them and go down around as they're setting up. They judge. They do their first judging there, and then the ones that want to be judged, and then I take them to go eat, and then put them on the go-karts with side by sides again, and we go to the balcony, whatever balcony it is that we have that year, and then they judge them again as they come down the street. And so our job as the chamber to help the Rotary is that we host the chat. We make them feel really at home. The judges they're like, can we come back next year? So we're going to get to the point where no, we had 5 last year, which was, it turned out that we had 5, but the parade was so large that we needed 5. We usually have 3. So I don't know what this year's going to bring.
but you show them the hospitality of George County, right?
Right.
Right.
So-
we want them to feel like royalty, to
Yeah.
really feel loved and
Yeah.
everything, and they love it. So
That's good. That's
Well, and
good.
also before we leave the idea of Christmas, I want to make sure we give a plug for GC Operation GC
Christmas.
We'll do
Yes.
something.
we do that's our big Christmas program.
Yeah, let's
that we do.
not. So pretty soon, probably, because it'll be here before we know it, we're going to be pushing out information about where you can donate to that, gifts, money, whatever it takes. But that's a really great program that provides Christmas essentially for many kids in need and families. And
Well, we found
makes a difference.
We found that the young ones, the toddlers, the young children, they were more than taken care of in this county. Our county is so generous when it comes to that. If there is a kid that does not have Christmas, somebody hadn't spoke up, but they're very well taken care of. So the second year that we did it, we went to the middle school and the high school counselors, because those are kids too. You know, they're still kids, and they would not have Christmas otherwise. So what we found when we were doing that is that that year there were 50-something students, I think, that we helped, and 37, I think, were designated homeless. And so it was a shock to the county. It really was. It was a huge article written up about it.
It was.
But so what we do is the duffel bags, and they have toiletries and some goodies and hoodies and hats and socks and stuff. But that way, when they couch surf or they go from house to house, or even if they're living in a car or in a camper, they've got their duffel bag, and it's got their stuff in it. And actually, it was really so popular that the counselors came back to us at the end of the spring when the kids were going to be out for summer, said, do you have any toiletries left? Could we get some more of those to make it through the summer? Right. This has been the most heartwarming project that we've done. I think it's very, very.
And those
Giving
things mean so much to them.
It does.
I mean, it just like if they had a wish list, it wouldn't be toys and
Right.
things
No.
like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's things that
They need
are
the
taken for
basics.
granted. You know, that's good that they had that available for them.
But those emails will go out to all of our members, and then it'll be in the newspaper. We'll be on the radio promoting
Social
it. you know,
media, I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah, social media, big time.
Just keep your eyes out for it.
It's huge. We have always been extremely blessed with that, and that's why we developed our foundation,
That's right.
a nonprofit foundation. All of it is nonprofit, and it's tax deductible. And then what's our other program that we do for our
The Explosion of Excellence.
Explosion of Excellence?
Yeah, so that'll be the end
scholarship.
of, well, not the end of spring, but towards spring, we'll start collecting donations. And so the last couple of years, we've given out over $20,000, $1,000 scholarship to graduating seniors from George County. And, you know, I'm sure $1,000 doesn't go quite as far as it once did. But hopefully that's a good, you know, stepping stone that they can use. Oh, no doubt they appreciate it. But
It's a
help them.
laptop or it's books
Yeah.
or whatever, you know, because we don't, once they get that, that's for the student to use for their expenses. So that goes a long ways.
So we like to, in addition to, of course, obviously our mission is our businesses and being a voice for our business in the community. The chamber also very much cares about the children and our future as a community, right? I mean, that's what's going to sustain us.
These kids are coming back from college
That's
back
right.
here. We want them
we
coming
want to
back
give them a
here.
reason to come back.
Right. We want them
Yeah.
to come here.
So
That's
we try to cover the gamut.
So we established the foundation so that we truly had a nonprofit
Arm.
so they could do the tax deductions and things on that. The art committee does a couple of art scholarships every year. They give entries. The seniors submit entries on different art venues and things like that, or different textures of it. And they give some art scholarships and that kind of thing on those. So end of school year, it's fun. Lots of kids are getting some benefit from that
that's
stuff.
really good. That's really good. What about we've been talking about Steel Magnolias, and it has sparked my interest.
Our art committee, when did they start with us? About
2 years ago, I think. Yeah, I'd say 2 years.
Doug Lee came. We were doing a farmer's market, and Doug Lee came and said, Doug, Mr. Lewis, and they said, we want to identify artists in our area so that we can start supporting them, really, what do we have as far as artists in our area? Well, when Mr. Doug and Mr. Lewis says something, it's done. And so so the chamber created the art committee of George County Chamber, TAC, the art committee. And some great, Jacob Havard, who used to be the art teacher here, is the chairman of it. Some really, really great members. The first year, it was a good group. By the second year, it has just grown so much. And all of those artists have different areas that they excel in. And sometimes it's kind of like herding cats. It really is. But they're just, I don't know any other way to put
busier
it.
than we do, honestly. I mean,
but they make the chamber
they
look
do,
so
completely.
good. You know, because they're.
But I just mean, they always have their
they're doing-
hands in
They're
something
doing
and-
murals and they're doing art walks. And well, there was a lady that she was actually having her hair cut at Casual Cut. Pam was cutting her hair, and they got to talking as stylists do, and found out that she was theater major. And she wanted to get back into putting on theatrical productions and stuff. They had moved here. She had twin boy and girl. You know, she just wanted to get back into it. And so she came to a meeting. That's where it was. She suggested Steel Magnolias. And I will tell you, I'm thinking, there is no way we're going to be able to put on something like this. It's just, I don't foresee, because my part is just making sure they stay organized and that it's, you know, they've got everything they need to make it all happen. And, but Steel Magnolias was presented, and that production will be at the venue at Anderson Oaks, November 1st, because November is the beginning of Diabetes Awareness Month.
Okay.
And Steel Magnolias, the play was written by the brother of the girl that actually, Shelby, that is in the play. That really was his sister in real life. And so he wanted to bring awareness of diabetes to the world, I guess. And that movie has done that. So a proceeds of, or a portion of those profits, which would be a large portion of it, will go back to the diabetes organization for George County.
Yeah.
And but it's 6 women cast members. It's set in a salon setting. Everything takes place in the salon. And we have gotten some very, very gifted ladies that's going to be putting it on. Will be a great food. You'll have dinner. Sassy's restaurant in Hurley is doing, and a lot of women go there for the Widow's Walk and all that stuff that she puts on. She will be providing the food, and then it's going to be a big night. There will be 100 tickets. We only have 70, and we just put out the tickets day before yesterday. You can buy those at Community Bank, or you can go online and get them. So those are some. It's going to be a phenomenal production.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it will be. Let's talk about Second Saturday.
Second Saturday is the Downtown Merchants Association. They sponsor that. We are members of the Downtown Merchants. Downtown Merchants is members of the Chamber. Okay. So it's kind of an interactive thing. That is Emmy's thing, but what I do know of it is it starts back the second Saturday in September with Thunder on Main, which will be the big, huge car show. Yeah. And it is huge.
It grows every year.
Yes. I'm thinking that it might even make it all the way to the end of Main Street down by the church. I mean, it's that many participants. It's huge. But you're coming back. You don't do it in July or August because it's too hot.
Yeah.
September. And then they have one September, October, second weekend in October, second Saturday in October, second Saturday in November. They will have that one. I was just going to look. That will be the last one. They won't do another one until the first of the year. But it's right down Main Street. Block it off. Tremendous things going on that day. And what's really great is a lot of the activities now are taking place earlier in the day, and then it just rolls over into the second Saturday. That's like, I think on the second Saturday that they're doing that, they have the car show, the character breakfast is that morning. Citywide yard sale is that day. Yeah. I mean, it's a full day that's in September.
Can't anybody say they're bored or they don't have anything to do? No.
And they have it, they have the vendors that register, of course, online. They can go on and do their application online. There's always a theme to it. I don't know what October's is. I think they do something with like fall or something like that. And then normally what happens is the Downtown Merchants and the Chamber work with the city to do the Christmas tree lighting, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And yes, the trees this year will be lit from the top to the bottom. The whole tree is going to be lit. Last year it was just the bottom.
I didn't know that.
A big, huge.
I missed that.
Oh yeah, big, huge contribution.
Anna's always knows all the.
Oh, you're talking about all the trees down Main Street?
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I remember now.
Yeah,
all of the trees will be lit. I don't know about the Christmas tree. They're looking for that one. It was donated last year by Tootie with Courtney Farms.
Okay.
They donated the big tree because before that it was an artificial tree, not real big, but it was okay. But this one was a lot bigger, so I don't know what's going to happen this year. It's going to be good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Yeah. All the trees.
And they do Magic on Main. Downtown Merchants, Magic on Main. You know, all the little shops are open. And I think one year they had like a snow blowing machine and all this kind of stuff. Normally during the Christmas tree lighting, they do like you'll have some of the girls, the dancers and all that kind of performing, and you'll have some of the choirs, you know, will be singing some of the Christmas songs and stuff.
Santa rides Main Street.
Yes, they sure did. They had that. Yeah,
Santa,
that was a lot of fun.
Santa rode that. So over at the college, they're doing something with the governor? What was that?
The governor's job fair, they have those on the coast up north. They have them in different areas. I think, and I may be wrong on this, I believe it's where the governor had called for, one of the governors had called for increased job fairs out in the state to put people to work, basically, to get them jobs. And so there was a lady, she works at Bollinger, was part of the board, and she said, why don't y'all do one in George County? And they're like, nobody's ever asked. And so they came and they met. We went to the college. They saw it. They were floored by how they were pleasantly surprised to see how big George County was and what their reach was. And so they said we're one of the few that they do, but that will be October 30th. That will be from 9 to 12, October 30th, at the college at the multipurpose room. There are 18 vendor spots, which is for 18 businesses. It's $100 to rent the spot, but you get to promote your business, any openings applicants you want to take. Their biggest concern was, I think the parking lot might be big enough. So I don't know what to expect, but it's going to be huge.
They can overflow to Walmart.
Oh yeah, so
It's fine. Just walk across the road.
Yeah. I was told parking in this area, don't ever worry about parking. People here are going to find a place.
Oh,
to
they
park.
will. They'll park on the side of the road in the ditch. It doesn't matter. They're fine.
But the chamber is sponsoring that. They came to us to sponsor it, and so we're excited about it.
Good.
I think it's going to be really good.
I think it
A lot
will
of
too.
jobs can be filled, and we'll have, of course, Chevron and Ingalls and the big companies, but you'll have Singing River and hopefully Walmart, and even some of the local businesses are super, super excited about it.
The farmers market's coming back. When is that?
Depends on the farmers.
That's a good answer.
I called Mr. Bernie last night, actually, and left him a message and said,
Bernie Howe.
Yeah, when the veggie's going to be ready.
Yeah.
I need to know. We got to set
If
a
he's
date.
got a table, they're ready.
I have had 7 people call and ask about the farmers market already. And we're thinking end of September, 1st of October.
Okay.
I know it always runs through the Saturday before Thanksgiving, which will be November the 22nd. And the farmers market, those are just, it's that the street in front of the courthouse is blocked off.
Yep.
You have fresh produce, some of the bakers,
Bread,
bakeries,
fresh
breads,
bread.
and plants. Which I
Watermelons,
can't grow
yep.
worth the crap, but so you got plants and
Pork rinds. I've seen pork rinds
yes.
there.
I've seen like sausage, like even some meats
peanuts
and stuff.
boiled peanuts. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really, really good.
So it's
People look forward to that.
that's a big family outing
is.
for that. That's a big family thing that we have come out, and it has grown. It's continued to grow. We do the one in the spring. We do the one in the fall, and Ken Flanagan, Louis Valentine, Doug Lee, they came to the chamber years and years ago, but those were the 3 mainstays. Those were the ones that always called it, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Those are big standard things.
They are.
We have a lot of them. Can't we just do it year round? No, we can't do it year round.
Yeah.
Can't we do it every Saturday? But when it started, it is every single Saturday morning. By 11 o'clock, they've shut up and gone home. So
Yeah, that's right. It's a big thing, and there's lots going on. It sounds like y'all are really busy right now, but I'm sure y'all stay busy year round with everything. And one of the things I like to ask my guests, and I always put them on the spot about it. Are y'all excited about the question? I'm gonna ask Jen first, so
Great.
you will have a few
Thank
minutes.
you. No, ask her first.
You'll have a few minutes to talk about it. So, I love Lucedale. It's been my hometown my whole life.
Yeah.
And I know what I love about Lucedale, but what do you love about Lucedale?
I love, it's such cliche. I love the people. The people make Lucedale. The downtown is cute as a button. I don't think you could design a cuter or more inviting downtown than we have. But when you go into the shops and you feel like your family immediately, you know, I'm not from Lucedale. I actually grew up in Pascagoula, so I'm a immigrant up here.
City
Yeah,
person.
city folk. Yeah,
Yeah.
the big old city down on the coast. But I'll tell you, in the time I've been working with the chamber 4 or 5 years now, maybe, and I have felt at home since I walked through the door. And
It's hospitality, right?
It is, and just being so welcoming and making you feel like you grew up here, no matter where you really grew up, and all the hometown amenities. And we are growing like crazy, it seems, and we're getting some bigger city amenities. But I know that Lucedale is not going to lose its charm and lose that friendliness and just coziness for everything. So that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Everybody says people.
Yeah. That's why I said it's so cliche. I wish I had a more unique thing to say, but
but that's
so
what
good.
Lucedale is about. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the whole thing, because the people are just good people.
They are.
They're just good people. Just good people.
I'm going to ditto every single thing that she said.
Oh no!
I
You gotta be unique.
I do tell people this, that especially people that are moving here from other states, and
Yes.
they've never. I did have somebody say, "Would you quit selling George County so well? We don't want everybody to know about it." I'm sorry, it's great. I want to share it, but the county, the city, we walk a fine line to allow our area to grow and to prosper, but to keep what made us special, and that's the hometown feel. And yes, it is kind of like Mayberry, and I like that.
Yeah.
I actually can watch Andy Griffith, and it's like, oh, that's so and so, or that's so and so. I mean, that
You
is,
can put people in those
I'm really-
characters.
and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever.
Yeah.
And but it is a fine line to keep that forefront, and everything. And I had somebody say, I don't want it to grow. And I said, well, that's the only thing you're not going to control. You cannot control the growth. What you can control is how is it going to grow. I love, when I talk about the art community, I love that aspect of the arts and to that creativity and everything. I like to see that and watch that grow. I love watching the sports that has grown, the new soccer field, and all of the expansion of all that. But I know that, they're like, we want the tournaments here. We want all of our tournaments and everything. And one of the things I've told them is, that's great. Are they going to stay at your house? Because we're limited on our hotels. That's something that we desperately need. Hotels.
Or bed and breakfast, would that be?
We have some Airbnbs, and some have gotten real creative on their Airbnbs. The two spare rooms I've got are looking real good these days. But I think that's something. We have great mom and pop restaurants. A lot of people are like, there was a couple that moved here from Washington State, and they're like, we were a little concerned because, of course, we don't have the chain restaurants necessarily, and they're like, but your mom and pop restaurants, they're so phenomenal. We love the food here. So we're good with this. This is good.
Yeah.
And it's just each one is unique.
Yeah, it is.
You can't beat Rocky Creek Catfish. That people they come busloads from North
They
Carolina,
come. We have met people on the porch waiting, and they're like, "Well, we were coming through, and
That's right.
we stopped through here to eat at Rocky Creek
That's right.
Catfish."
and some
So
of them actually come. It's a destination spot
It
for
is.
them. They
It
take
is.
all day and
It's like-
travel just to come
it's
there.
like yeah.
And that's just one.
Lambert's. It's like Lambert's and Gulf Shores. They're
But
coming there.
and that's just one of many.
Yeah, it
You've
is.
got Landmark that's expanding. That's going to be huge.
Mm.
But I like the fact that we still have a vibrant downtown, because it's quickly becoming what I'm seeing is that we have the old part of town and the new part of town, and they're becoming very distinct between those two of them. But the old part of town is still very much a place to visit and buy and shop and everything. And then you've got the newer part of town. with the new businesses.
And we have Midtown.
Oh, now where's our Midtown?
I
Is it on Winter
I
Street?
think so.
Winter
I think
Street?
Midtown is on
I think
Winter
it's
Street.
coming.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we expanded the parade to go through Midtown, there were a lot of changes that started to take place along there.
Yeah.
A lot of changes.
I think we'll see some more.
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
so.
I don't know that, but
No, I think
I feel
think
it
you're
coming.
right. Yeah,
I feel it coming.
And
Gut
the most
feeling.
interesting thing is when someone moves here, the first thing I ask them is, especially from another state, where did you move to? And they're like, well, Lucedale. And I'm like, well, everything is Lucedale. Everything is George County. You're all part of the whole thing. But, so we take the map out. Here's the city of Lucedale. Here's 5 communities. What's your address?
Yeah.
Okay, because every
right.
community we have is distinct. You've got Rocky Creek, you've got Agricola. They're all different. Bendale. They're all different. But they have their uniqueness to their little communities. That's where I see a lot of growth coming in our communities.
Yeah, and that's with the education department. I talked to the superintendent, Deborah
yeah.
Joyner, about that in one of my shows, and it's that these communities have their own elementary schools.
They do.
And then they come together for middle school and high
high
school,
school.
and it's like Lucedale is the center, Lucedale's the hub,
But jelly spokes coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And those spokes are growing. Those little communities are growing.
I believe that. Yeah, they are. They sure are. Well,
But we're all Lucedale. We're all George County. So.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And I love Lucedale too. So I couldn't talk good enough about the people and how everybody is. But you're right. We're growing. We're offering more things, but yet the people haven't changed.
No, they really haven't.
They haven't changed, and they're still
And it is
good
almost
home
like
folk.
it's like a big smelting pot, if you will, for all these. You know better than I do about all the people from the different states that are coming, but it all meshes together. They all blend together with everything that's here, and I love it.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I certainly appreciate you coming today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. I can't wait for things coming up, and Christmas
Lots of
parade's
it.
my favorite.
It'll all be here before we know it.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be fast. It'll
Fast
be
and
here.
furious.
And my Christmas tree goes up in October.
That's right.
I'm
now
so
I'm not
excited.
going to feel so bad about when I put mine up. I'm like, I know Karen put hers up. I can do
yeah.
mine now.
I do a video every time I put it up. I've got this tree that you just push a button and it goes up by itself. It's called
you're
Stow and Grow,
kidding.
and you can get it at
I think I've
Sam's.
seen that.
And it's already lit. And I just,
Oh, girl, I'm going to have to check into that.
I just do a video every year of it going up, and it takes, you don't even have to fluff the branches or move the branches or anything. It just goes right up. And all you
hang the
do,
ornaments. I love it.
you just hang the ornaments, and at the end, you just take the top out and put it in its own bag. And the bottom, when it goes down, its limbs fold down. You put a bag over it, and it's got a rolling stand, and you roll it in the closet.
I'm good.
It's the best thing since peanut butter and jelly.
Good with that.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
We
y'all have a good
appreciate you
evening.
having us.
You too.
Yes, absolutely.